Hello traders out there in Traderland. Happy weekend to each and every one of you. Man, what a nice rally we had in the markets. I'm looking at the S&P daily right now. Big rally, doji out. As I said in Friday's video, I do see if we close lower than Friday, a pullback taking place. The question is, if we get a pullback, will we bounce around 900 and bounce up? That would give, if we come up, down, and then bounce right here, that would give us a higher swing low, which would make us bullish. Now, if we come up here, smacking our head right here, and then drop, this could also act as a double top formation, which would only be confirmed if we drop below the swing low. So if we come up, smack, drop, and we go lower than this and come down going lower than this, that would confirm a double top, and that would be very bearish for the markets. However, what would be bullish for the markets if the pullback comes down and stops early, maybe around 905 or 900, and then bounce up. That higher swing low could send us northbound. Let's look at a weekly chart. And the weekly chart looks very bullish. Resistance, resistance, resistance. And look how we stayed at resistance. Resistance, 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 resistance. And pow! We busted through that trend line on the weekly. Very powerful, closing right at the 50-week moving average, which is acting as resistance. And we went over, let me drop this a little bit, bring this up so we can see more chart. And we closed over this blue line, which was that swing right there. Wow. So we are at some resistance, but we broke a lot of resistance there. So the question is, can we continue an up leg on the weekly? If we get on the daily a pullback and a bounce up, that would be bullish. That would tell us we will have continuation here on the weekly also. However, if we crash back down, this could be not a breakout, but a fake out, and that could come right back down and just giving all the bulls, giving the bulls some hope, that would just fade away to nothing very fast. Let's also look at the monthly while we're here. Monthly, we did make a lower low. So at this very moment, the thing that we have to pay attention to, let me get rid of my crosshairs, is we have a lower high and a lower low, and the MACD is still bearish. We're on the bearish side of that, of this zero line. So this is we have a doji here last month. This month we have a lower high, lower low, but we do have a hammer. Hammers at the top of legs are not good. These are called hanging men. Hanging man formations are bearish, so we still have a bearish formation here, but the month's not over yet, so this is still moving and anything can happen. So let's keep a watchful eye on that. This is the NASDAQ daily. We came down, breaking down out of this triangle, very bearish, but this was a fake out, head fake. Bam! We go very bullish here. And MACD goes bullish above. We have a histogram starting to dissipate a little bit here, so we could be getting a crossover. We are looking for some sort of correction. If we do get a correction here, I mean, we're right here, just above these areas. Actually, we're just higher than these resistance areas, which makes that pretty bullish. But nonetheless, I still think that we'll get a little correction. The question is, how deep of a correction might that be? Or will this thing still have some legs to rally next month? Here's the weekly. The weekly has done this, a rising wedge, which is bearish. We do crash down. We find support at the 50-week moving average. We rally north. We're at resistance again. I could see us coming up maybe a little higher here into this area. And then the question is, will that be the time we will roll over, or will we blast right through? But we do have some resistance areas coming on the weekly on the NASDAQ. And here is the monthly. The monthly, I still have my fibs here. So we drop, we rally north, and right here we have a good old-fashioned hanging man formation. The month isn't over, so anything can happen, but we are at the 50% fib with a hanging man formation. Far as the monthly is concerned, this is very bearish, and I would be looking for some downward pressure taking place here. This here is FinViz, and what I'm looking at here is first the 6-month performance. Who's doing the best? Basic materials by far doing the best, but technology's biting at the heels. Financials right there. When you have technology and financials in the upper part of a 6-month performance group rating, that is very bullish. Right here, 3 months. Financials, technology, dropping just a little bit. Consumer goods came right up on them, but looking very nice. And for the 1 month, consumer goods, financials, technologies, there they are again, looking very strong. Listen, financials need to get strong first, and then technology second for the markets to go bullish. That's what I'm seeing in the sector rotation right now at this very moment. So I will be coming back. Oh, let me see here. Not coming. Yeah, by the time I'm doing this video, by the time you're watching this video, we'll already have it done. But we do have our V newsletter fresh off the press on what we're going to be trading next week. And for all of you who subscribe, be looking forward to it. Be a good time. So, happy trading, and let me say this. Do not trade without a stop loss. You've heard me say it a lot. I'm telling you, start learning how to use them, put them in place, and you will lose less money in the markets when you use smart stop loss placement. Happy trading, happy successful trading to you. Looking forward to seeing you on Monday.